Okay, yeah, this is the bedroom. We moved here last summer, and as I was interviewing my son, maybe I'll try to show you some of that. We were talking about when I go to study and what I do, but I realized that a lot of what came up was times when I went to Starbucks to work on my dissertation, or times when I would go to a coffee shop and another grad student would watch my son for me so I could grade papers. But honestly, when I write, it's usually not at those times, because writing fiction is something that, I don't know how to put it, but I'll get it done no matter where or no matter when. Whereas if I'm having to format a dissertation or write a seminar paper, you know, I think I need a deeper focus to write. But one thing I learned about myself in fiction is that no matter where I am, I will find a way to do it. When I was, and I think having children, it doesn't make it easier and it doesn't make it harder. It just makes it different. I wrote my first collection that was published, not my first collection, but the first published collection when William was a baby, when he was my daughter May's age. Most of the stories in that were from them, and I honestly think that the reason I got into writing shorts was that I could write an entire draft. I mean, not a finished short, but a draft from beginning to end, in about the time it took him to have a nap. Frankly, I mean, that's really why I think I was so prolific, because that's when I could sit down and do it. You know, in terms of space, you know, I mean, if I had a different life or made different choices, you know, I'm kind of an obsessive person, so I'm sure I would have had to have a specific location, you know, a beautiful library with its own special corner, or, you know, a perfect window or a lucky pen. But writing for me is something that you know, I've learned to do where I need to do it. But that being said, it usually happens when I'm at home, and it usually happens at night. It usually happens, you know, I try to write every day, but that doesn't mean I can. It's good to have incentive, right, May? Is it good to have incentive? It's good to have somebody who's interested in getting a story from me. Right now I'm working on a collection, and I want it to be good. I want it to be done on time. So, you know, I'm writing at night, and sometimes I'll get up. My husband's either on call. He works a lot now. It's his first year of medical residency. And I find that a lot of times I write on this bed. A blanket looks a little messy, but it's very soft, and I can see the baby. You know, it looks like things are getting quiet. Actually, it looks like a good time to write now. William's playing outside. You know, here's where I make the choice. Do I email the people back that I'm supposed to email? Do I work on formatting my dissertation, which is hard for me to accomplish because I'm a terrible word processor? Or do I sit down and try to write? If I'm working on a long piece, I might not be inclined to do it now. If I was working on a shorter piece and I thought I have 20 minutes to just focus on it, I might work on that. Well, anyway, I'm Claudia, and this is where I write.